what do you call a depressed man with a robotic arm? A cyborg. Welcome to Shave&Butcher, the most magical place on earth. I have nothing planned for the shave today in terms of topic or what I'm going to talk about, so I may be quiet. But I have picked out stuff to shave with, and it's going to be a Northern England shave. Mitchell's wool fat, a Simpson's, what the hell, Chubby 2, Badger, and my prized possession, almost falling apart, is a Shave&Butcher 7/8 wedge with a barber's notch and everything original. And it's bone or horn or something, and it has lead inlays, and it's literally falling apart, but it shaves really well, so we're going to use it for as long as we can. Okie dokie. Mitchell's wool fat. You have to load pretty heavily, and if you have a brush like this, which is super dense and has, you know, tens of thousands of hairs. I don't know how many hairs it has. Yeah, with any brush you have to load Mitchell's quite heavily, and with one of these you have to load it extraordinarily heavily and really overload it to be on the safe side for getting a decent lather. You can always add water, you can always de-densify it to your liking, but you want to whip it up pretty nicely to start with. So I'm doing that, and it's all froth. You know, it looks ridiculous. It looks like this could never turn into a decent lather, and it might not. Let's see. We shall try. It doesn't always work. Because Mitchell's wool fat, you know, some say it's shit. Some say it's the best shaving soap in the world. Welcome to Top Shave. Top Shave? Why didn't I call the channel Top Shave? That sounds good. Is it too late? Shave&Butcher. It's ridiculous. Top shave. Yeah, I don't know. I'll think about that. I may sell it. Don't tell anyone I came up with it. It could be worth a fortune. And then you work in the stuff so the frothy consistency goes away, and you get to something that looks like, you know, a shaving soap, a modern shaving soap. Cakey, no, not cakey, but toothpastey sort of feeling to it. You know, we loaded enough. We sure did. And in this will be hidden so much lather. So, see what we're gonna have for. But you have to do it that way. You can't really load an obscenely thick, large, dense brush lightly, or at least I can't. And it's annoying. You can go back to the pack, but it's annoying. And when it comes to Mitchell's wool fat, you know, you want to get it right, because it is more of a ritual than with other soaps. It takes a slightly longer time to work it up. It doesn't come naturally or automatically like some of the modern shaving soaps. Sometimes I feel like cheating when I use, I'm sorry, Ariana and Evans or something like that. It's so easy. And that's good, you know, we like that. But it is, you know, you can get, sticking my neck out here, you can get a lather if you if you know what you're doing and you're having a good day, and I may have overdone the water there, with Mitchell's wool fat, just as good. But if you can with any fancy modern crazy tallow, cockroach milk sort of soap. We have to try harder, and it doesn't always work. And that is part of the charm. If it was easy, we wouldn't be wet shaving, would we? We're not doing this because it's easy. We're doing it because it's hard. Yeah, sorry, mind going all kinds of places. So put a lot of water in there. But the thing with Mitchell's wool fat, as with a lot of good soaps, if you put a little bit too much water in, but you still have soap in the depth of the jungle, that is the brush, then you can get to work and jam some more of the stuff out and beat the lather a bit, and it comes back. You can bring Mitchell's wool fat back to, this wasn't bad actually. Got a bit scared for a while there. See? It all went into the brush. It's like a vacuum cleaner. You can always take it out, of course, but I want to do 2 passes, so I'll keep it in there. See, now it's a bit dry. Huh? It was too wet, now it's too dry. Let's just paint. Now it's nice and thick, so I'm gonna make it a bit thinner by painting some water into it. So I want it wet. Okay, most people are asleep by now. So you saw I had a thick and dense thing going there, and then I've added more water. So I can make a pretty YouTube lather. I just don't like to shave with one very much. Okay, so this is 150, 180 whatever years of shaving history from Sheffield. You've seen me use this quite a bit, and I just like bringing it back. It's a beauty. It's a piece of history, it's a piece of art, and it's a damn good shaver. And like any good wedge, it's tuggy but sharp, or sharp but tuggy. And it holds its lather well. That's how you make a Mitchell's wool fat lather, guys. It's a pleasure every time. And sometimes you cock up, you just do. So Mitchell's wool fat is from 1893, and they claim they have the original recipe, and who cares if they do. They've been making soap for a long time in Bradford. I guess they still do, otherwise they wouldn't print it on there, would they? So it's Bradford, Yorkshire. This razor is from 50, 40, 60. From Sheffield in South Yorkshire. And the shaving brush was originally made in London. The Simpson family started making it over 100 years ago. Now it's made, I think, on the Isle of Man in the, I don't know what you call it, Irish Sea? Oh, we got the neck too. The sea between sort of Lancashire and Ireland anyway. I've never been to Isle of Man. It's probably pretty cool. There probably are rough seas up there, especially in the autumn. I can imagine. I'm just making stuff up. But it is autumn. It's almost winter. Today where I live, the sun rose at 8:15, and at 3:30 in the afternoon it was almost dark. And every day it gets like 5-10 minutes darker in total until, well, almost a month from now. Christmas is in a month. It's the 24th. So Sweden, you celebrate Christmas on the 24th. So just a month to go. And the longest day of the year, the darkest day, is usually around the 20th, I think, of December. So it's approaching, so it's going to get worse before it gets better, like they say. Oh, we have soap everywhere. Super slick. Super slick. Such a good soap, it really is. And it's a joy to make a lather. There's no soap I've tried that gives you more pleasure to work with than Mitchell's Whole Fat. If you get it right. But even if you get it wrong, you know, you can't eat steak. No, that's the wrong expression. I was going to say you can't eat steak every day. You can eat steak. This is steak. This is just steak that needs to hang to cure for a while. It's not ready. It's not ready to cook. You know, it takes a bit of time, just like good meat. Okay, second pass. With the Shave&Butcher. Now, I don't know how many Shave&Butchers there actually are in England, because they really were made for the American market, so there's loads of them in America. And this is not the only Sheffield razor. There are loads of them, loads of different makers. Just like in Solingen in Germany, Eskilstuna in Sweden. And a lot of the razors look very similar, so you wonder, did they collaborate a bit? Did someone make blanks for everybody? I don't know. I don't want to spread conspiracy theories, but I just did, didn't I? But it's, yeah, the prettiest ones are the ones from Sheffield. And the coolest wedges are from Sheffield. And since wedges are the coolest razors, you could say Sheffield made the coolest razors. They really did. But there's nothing left of razor making in Sheffield at all, I think. There's nothing in Eskilstuna in Sweden. There are still razors made in Solingen. Just like there are in Tyr in France. So you have a few. Solingen, there's a bunch, I think. I don't know. I have a Ralph Aust, which is new from Solingen, handmade. I don't know if Dovo and Wacker and Böker are made in Solingen. I think so. Well, those are big brands in our community and good shavers. And in Tyr, you have Tyr Isar and a few others that I don't know. I think that's cool, you know. Cutlery, knives, nail clippers, all sorts of things were huge in all these towns before anything you can make out of steel. And then most stuff went away, especially the little stuff. But it's nice that some things remain. You know, I'm not a history buff or fascinated by past time or anything. I didn't start wet shaving because it's old school. I started wet shaving because it's so damn cool, you know? And I'm still fascinated by the fact that so few people that don't wet shave don't think it's cool. I mean, some do. Guys sort of get it a bit. But you don't impress a woman by saying, "Well, I wet shave," you know. That's a kick in the nuts straight away. What? How dare you? Wet shave. What shave? Who wet shave? Okay, you get it. You get the point. You get my drift. So I'm really in the habit of shaving in the evening now. I haven't shaved in the morning in a very long time. Well, that's not true, because I did on Friday. Okay. I really haven't prepared anything to talk about, but I identify as an evening shaver. Why did I shave Friday morning? I was too tired Thursday evening, and I did have a little bit of time on Friday morning. But it's rare. I just enjoy it more in the evening. I enjoy most things more in the evening. You know, I like to stay up late. Sometimes I shave after midnight. Even if it's a working day, the day after. Okay, let's see how we did. Let's see if that's enough, or if we shall touch up a bit. Touch up a touch. You know what? That will do just fine. It's not perfect, but it's good enough. And good enough is sometimes pretty awesome. Going to rinse and be right back. Back, rinsed, feeling good. Close enough shave. So what do we do for afters? Well, we do Higa. It's not from Northern England, but it is from Sweden. Sweden and Northern England is not the same thing, but there are a lot of similarities, a lot of close relations. This one, there are two Hegas. You may have seen that. There's an original green one. Can't remember what the scent is. But on this one it's citrus and cedar wood. Put some of the dome as well. Le dome. La dome? Le dome? Je ne sais pas. Je ne sais pas. I should do a shave in French, shouldn't I? That would be awkward. I might. If I'm drunk. Maybe on Friday. Okay, enough nonsense. We shaved with Mitchell's wool fat and Simpson's Chubby 2 Badger, 2-band Badger thingy, and the hair cutter was Shave&Butcher 7/8 wedge barber's notch straight razor, and we finished off with Hega. C'est tout. That's it. Das ist alles. Thank you for watching. Stay sharp.